We are
Abhinji,
live
we are
now,
live now.
Rantuji?
Yes, we are live
Okay,
now, sir.
thank you. Okay. So very good afternoon to all of you respected teachers, head teachers, cluster, resource center coordinators, block resource persons, PRPs, block officials, and all the distinguished guests and everyone who has joined us live on YouTube. On behalf of Sri Aurobindo Society, I, Amit Datta, sincerely thank each and every one of you for taking your time to be with us today for this important session. Uh, we are truly honored to have us Mr. Lucky K. Singh sir, IE coordinator, West Jaintia Hills. Under sir's guidance and support, we are able to conduct today's session. Sir, it is our privilege to have you with us today. Before we begin today's session, I would like to request you to kindly address all the participants, all the teachers and HYs, and share a few words so that all the participants get encouragement and guidance. Over to you, sir. Lucky Casing, sir, I would like to request you to unmute your mouth phone and say a few words. Thank you. Over to you,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you so much, sir. First of all, a very good morning to all who are present here in this online meeting. And then I, and on behalf of our dist- district school education officers, and also the DMC of the SSA, the BMCs, and all the members present here, would like to thank the Aurobindo Society to organize such kind of an online program, especially in our district, West Jaintia Hill. So I I also welcome to all the teachers and also the BRP, TCRPs, and to take interest in this online program. It will be a very interesting one, and I hope once you go through this, and I'm sure you will be able to proceed forward, and then you'll be clear with all the things, and then you can proceed, and then you can proceed forward with the modules that will be showing in this presentation. So, and I hope you'll take interest. Thank you, sir. Over to you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring and motivating words. Your valuable guidance has truly set a positive tone for today's session. With your permission, sir, now will we proceed towards our today's project inclusion session. I request all the participants to stay engaged throughout the session. And if you have any question or any query, kindly note them down so that we can address them during the session or at the end of the session. So let's begin. Uh, we have Rubina ma'am from our project inclusion team. She will conduct the session. So now I'd like to request Rubina ma'am. Ma'am, you can continue now. Over to you.
So, good morning, everyone. So, my name is Rubina, and today I'm going to conduct this session. So, this entire session would be based on project inclusion, what project inclusion is, how through project inclusion we'll be able to help students who are having difficulties in the classroom, and how project inclusion can enhance and upgrade your skill as a teacher. So, in this entire session, we'll be having a lot of information about project inclusion. How does it works, and how can you really upgrade your skills, and how can you really help and identify students in the classroom. So please be attentive in our entire session. And as sir also said that if you have any questions and if you have any queries, you can ask them at the end of the session, and we'll be kind of giving you all the information for all the queries that all the teachers might be having. And I would like to really congratulate all the teachers here that they have come up with this time and they have joined this session. And believe me, during this session, and by the end of the session you'll get to know why project inclusion is important and how it is a very important tool for promoting inclusion in our classrooms. So let's start. So firstly, I would like to talk about our organization. So Sri Aurobindo Society, it's an international NGO. It is headquartered in Puducherry with 300 and plus centers and branches across 7 countries, and it is also recognized as a research institute in social sciences under DSIR, Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India. And Rupantar is a transforming education arm of Sri Aurobindo Society, which also serves to uh, get new innovative platforms dedicated to empowering and assisting education through different stakeholders. And project inclusion is also one of the main important project of Sri Aurobindo Society. And apart from project inclusion, we are also having many other initiatives also, like Oro Scholar, competency based learning, competency based assessments, and project based learnings. So the entire, if you see Sri Aurobindo Society, it is forming an ecosystem to transforming education in India. And obviously project inclusion is also one of the part of it. So today we are going to discuss project inclusion, what actually project inclusion is, and how through project inclusion we can make our classrooms more inclusive in nature. So before starting about project inclusion, I would like to discuss some rehabilitation landscape in India. There was a census done in 2011 in India, and where we got to know that there are 2.68 crore persons with disability. And even UNESCO also did a survey in 2019, and we got to know that there are 78 lakh children with disabilities in India under 19 years. And even if we talk about among 5 years old with disability, there are three-fourths of the population who do not go to any educational institution, and one-fourth of the children with disability population aged between 5 and 19, they do not attend any educational institution. So this is a rehabilitation landscape in India if we talk about it. And if we talk about the census was done in 2011. If we talk about right now in 2026, I feel like the numbers would have been increased. But if we talk about the rehab professionals, that how many rehab professionals do we have to help these children who are having these difficulties? There are only 2.3 lakh rehabilitation professionals who are recognized under the Rehabilitation Council of India. And even we also know that there was an RPWD Act in 2016, which focused the amount of disability. Firstly was 7, but now it has widened it to 21, which also broadens the spectrum of disabilities in India. This is the current statistics of our country if we talk about our rehabilitation landscape. So, what is the solution for this? If we are having this statistics in our country and there are only 2.3 lakh rehabilitation professionals, what actually is the solution for this problem? So, the solution for this problem is inclusive education. And as teachers, I already know that we are following it, but are we doing it with our full passion? Do we really understand what actually inclusion means in the classroom? So to have an inclusion in our classroom and to understand what actually inclusion is, there are some factors that we should keep in our mind. Number one, is that there should be a strong partnership between teacher and special educator. Very important. If the teacher itself is not aware about any difficulty which a child is having in the classroom, how will the teacher communicate it to the special educator? We should have an experienced team of experts. Teachers can also be experts. The first contact that any child has is with the teacher. Teachers should be supporting in nature. Very important that teachers should understand, teachers should be empathetic in nature. There should be accessibility till the last mile. If we talk about inclusion here, it should be accessible to every child in the classroom. If we are doing any activity in the classroom, every child should be able to do that activity. There should be a multilingual scalable technology. Very important. Language should not be a barrier. Government engagement is very, very important. This session itself happened due to the government engagement only. And there should be a strong and increased parental participation. It is very important that as teachers we understand that we psycho educate our parents if the child is having any difficulty in the classroom. And one of the most important thing, and as we discuss the statistics of our country, that what actually will help so that we can help the children who are having difficulties in our country is by professional courses for upskilling and training teachers. So a course like this has been bought by Project Inclusion only. And if we talk about our journey, firstly, we started from the period of 2016 to 2022. In this period, we were working on the ground level. We covered 14 states and union territories. We oriented 20K plus teachers, and those teachers screened 18K plus students. And when the psychometric assessment of those students were done, 6,600 cases of neurodevelopmental disorders came. So from the period of 2016 to 2022, we kind of strive to work on the ground level. But we all know that in 2019, the entire world was stuck by the pandemic. But we did not stop. We decided to digitalize our journey. And from the period 2022 onwards, we digitalized our entire project. And now, till now, we have covered all states and union territories. We have oriented 4K, 4 lakh educators, and those educators have screened 1 lakh students, and even we have shared 10 lakh plus personalized intervention plans. So this has been the entire journey of our project inclusion. As I said, that accessibility till the last mile. So we made our entire project digitalized in nature so that it can be accessible to every teacher, because it is important that we sensitize teachers. So now let's talk about project inclusion, how actually project inclusion works, and how as a teacher you can benefit a lot from this project. So while I'm talking about project inclusion only, we are striving to create an enabling environment. There is an ecosystem that project inclusion has created, which focuses on capacity building through our digital training modules for educators and all the other stakeholders. Even ISL has also, ISLRTC has also took our platform to launch a 40-hour Indian Sign Language module through our Project Inclusion app and web. Even there is also a CRE program for all the special educators and rehab professionals. It is a 50 CRE digital training program which has been recognized by Rehabilitation Council of India. We even have our physical rehabilitation hubs in Chandigarh, Dehradun, Ghaziabad, Mumbai, Tirupati, and Delhi, which is known as Mother's Grace. And we are also kind of striving to create an inclusive system through partnerships and MOEs with states, union territories, all the KVs, and all the stakeholders of promoting inclusion. And we have made all our resources digital in nature so that they can be accessible and even multilingual in nature so that language cannot be a barrier in creating an enabling ecosystem. So, Project Inclusion has been striving to create an ecosystem, and one of the most important pillar of our ecosystem are teachers. We have been able to create this ecosystem due to our teachers only. So I would request teachers here today that please do try to understand our project inclusion, and please be a part in this ecosystem so that we can create an inclusive classrooms in all of our country. So now let's talk about project inclusion. Project inclusion is divided into three phases. In phase one, we sensitize the teachers. We sensitize the teachers through our course, and teachers sensitize themselves by doing our course. They kind of get all the information regarding the various learning difficulties in a classroom, and how a teacher can identify if a child is having any difficulty in the classroom, and which further takes us to phase 2. Phase 2 is all about identification. In the identification phase, the teacher kind of screen students, identify students if any student is having any difficulty in the classroom, not only in academics but in all over development of the child. Then the teacher should screen the child, and which further enables them to receive the right support from our project inclusion. And after the screening of the child, we further move into phase 3, which is all about intervention. The phase 3 is all about intervention. Whenever a child is having any difficulty and we get to know, we screen the child, we understand that the child is having this difficulty. In phase 3, we provide tailorized intervention plans for that child, so that with that intervention plan, with those strategies that would be provided in the intervention plan, the child will be able to learn new things in the classroom, and child will be able to kind of flourish from all the difficulties that the child is having. So now let's talk about phase 1, which is all about sensitization. Phase 1 is all about sensitization. All the teachers are requested to do a course. The name of the course is Learning Difficulties, Understanding and Management Level 1. The course is having 17 modules, and to make this learning journey more and more interesting, we have even put videos also in our modules. Each module will have different type of videos so that the learning journey can be more interesting. Even reading material is also provided. Some teachers also like to read, so even reading materials is also provided in our course. The modules are based on audio visual content, and it is available in English, Hindi, Bengali, Gujarati, Marathi, Tamil, Telugu, Assamese, and Punjabi, because we are focusing on accessibility, and language should not be a barrier. So even after, if you do this course, you will understand that why this is important, how this will be able to upskill your skill as a teacher. It will upgrade your skill as a teacher, because a classroom is a diverse area. If we talk about a classroom, every child learns, understands, grasps things differently. And if a child is having any type of difficulty in the classroom, after doing this course, you'll be able to understand that, okay, the child might be having this type of difficulty. So it is very important that all teachers should do this course, because this is a sensitization course, and this course will automatically help you to understand a child in a better way. And after every module, you will be having a module assessment, and for every module assessment also you'll be provided a e-certificate. And after the ending of the course, you have to give a final assessment, which is the course assessment, and based on your performance the scorecard will be generated, and even you will be provided with e-certificate. So this is a sample of our course, or of our app. You will be able to see it like this. This is a sample of it. You have to go and select the course learning difficulties, understanding and management level 1, and then you'll be able to start doing the course, as you can see. So this is one of the sample of our courses, that how actually in our course there are videos which are so interesting that you can do the course in a very interesting manner.
Dyslexia, understanding the disorders A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. You must be wondering, why are we revisiting learning alphabets at this stage? For you, these are simple alphabets. Within these 26 letters, you may be able to identify the vowels and consonants. Now, what if we say that this isn't the case with everyone? Meet Zoya. She's 6 years old, and this is how the letters appear to her. All that she sees is some dancing and floating shapes. Zoya has a hard time connecting letters to the sounds they make and then blending those sounds into words. Since she cannot pronounce the words or recognize their sounds, she cannot understand the meanings. So, what's the case with Zoya? Zoya has a disorder called dyslexia. Dyslexia is a language-based learning disability. Students diagnosed with this condition face challenges in interpreting and processing language. The disorder affects an individual's ability to read, spell, write, and speak. While these students have a normal vision and are just as smart as their peers, they struggle with their academics, thus requiring the teacher to adapt to an individual's way of learning. In this series of videos, we will learn about some teaching strategies for students with dyslexia. Before we start with the sessions, it is important for us to know that a supportive teaching environment plays a vital role in making the classroom dyslexia-friendly. A teacher's understanding of specific difficulties and how they may affect the student's classroom performance is a blueprint for the teacher to plan and proceed with the lectures. From the next session onwards, we will begin to learn the strategies that can be implemented to teach the students having this disorder. Stay tuned.
So as all the teachers saw that this is a sample that how actually different type of videos have been circulated and provided you through this project, through this course, which will be enabling all the teachers to sensitize themselves to make the learning journey more and more interesting in nature. So this was a sample of our course.
Dyslexia, understanding the
Even the reading material is also provided, as mentioned, that some teachers, they also like to read, they can also read. As I was talking about the e-certificates, after every module, there is going to be an assessment, and you will be getting a certificate for that also. And in the final assessment, it is important that the teacher should score 60 to 75% of marks to receive an e-certificate. And the teachers who have scored more than 75% of marks will receive a special recognition and from the project inclusion program. And now I'll be showing you the samples of our e-certificates. This is a module completion certificate. You will be provided by this module completion certificate after you have completed the module. And this is a certificate of our course completion certificate that you'll be provided after giving the final assessment in our phase 1. So, as we talked about phase 1, which was all about sensitization, so that as a teacher, we can upgrade and upskill our skills as a teacher, and how can we really identify a child if a child is having any type of difficulty in the classroom. So, now we move into phase 2. Phase 2 is all about identification. In phase 2, we make sure that any child who is having any difficulty in the classroom is screened in our project inclusion app. So the screening process is very simple. It starts by screening 1, which is a basic screening, so that we can identify the child across the 21 disabilities which are mentioned in RPWD Act. And after, if the child is having difficulty, then the child will move into profiler. The profiler is kind of a way to understand a child in a better way. We'll try to understand this child's temperament, strength, and behavior. Because if we have to screen a child, and if we have to understand that what a difficulty is a child facing, it is important that we understand a child in a better way. And after making the profiler of the child, we move into advanced screening to get a deeper understanding of the child, and to understand which domain area is affected. What if cognition of the child is affected, academics, social communication, behavior. The entire screening process is designed in such a way that we try to understand what are the areas in which the child is facing difficulties. Sometimes what happens is, teachers, that we know that this child is facing some difficulty. Okay, we have identified that the child is facing some difficulty, but what type of difficulty? What is the root of that difficulty? Is the child having difficulty in cognition? Is the child having difficulty in academics? If in academics, where in academics? In reading, writing, in understanding the concepts? Or if the child is having difficulty in social communication, the child does not want to participate in group activities, or if the child is having any behavior difficulty. So in the screening process, we understand that what actually is the difficulty which the child is facing, in which domain area is the difficulty that the child is facing. And one more thing I would like to add here, and I would like to give this message to all the teachers, that this is a screening tool. This is not a diagnosis tool. हम किसी भी बच्चे का डायग्नोसिस नहीं कर लेंगे स्क्रीनिंग करने से. It is important that as teachers we understand that this is just a screening tool to understand that where the child is facing difficulty. So please do not give any labeling, false labeling to the child. You are just screening a child so that we understand which area of the child needs help. So even the screening is class specific in nature, from foundation to classes 1 and 2, preparatory 3 to 5, middle 6 to 8, and secondary 9 to 12. So the screening is class specific. So this is a sample of our screening 1. As you can see, there will be statements in front of you, and you have to answer them in yes or no. And for screening, it is very important that as teachers, we observe the child. Please thoroughly observe the child and then do the screening of the child. Sometimes what happens is, if there is a new admission and the new admission is facing difficulty in the classroom, it can be because it is a new place, it is a new environment for the child. Give that child some time to adjust the environment, to kind of adapt in the environment. So that's why it is important to not come up with conclusions very early. So please screen, before screening the child, do observe the child thoroughly. बच्चे को आप अच्छे से ऑब्जर्व करिए, then only आप screening process शुरू करिए. Because if you will see the entire statements here, they are based on observations only. अगर मैं यहाँ एक statement की बात करूँ, तो always struggles to identify mathematical symbols such as plus, minus, multiplication, division and gets confused by them. So ये हम सिर्फ ऑब्जर्वेशन से ही पता लगा पाएंगे. एक टीचर ये ऑब्जर्वेशन के थ्रू ही पता लगा पाएगा कि बच्चे को ये डिफिकल्टी है या नहीं. सो प्लीज बिफोर स्टार्टिंग द स्क्रीनिंग, डू observe the child thoroughly. So this is an overview you can see of our entire phase 2, which is the screening. Firstly, what you have to do is you have to fill in the basic information of the child, and after you have done the screening one, you will get a screening report which will further refer you for having advanced screening done for that child. And once you will start doing the advanced screening of the child, you will get to know that which area is affected and which is the area where as teacher we have to work. So this is so important, and so I feel like it can be a helping hand for teachers here, that through screening you'll get to know that which area you have to focus for that child. And after you will do the advanced screening, you will get a result here. As you can see, the result basically is a comprehensive report of the child, which actually gives you all the information regarding all the difficulties and domain areas which are affected by the child, and which needs to be worked upon. So the screening process kind of gives us an insight of the child, that where actually the child might be facing difficulty. So I would request all the teachers who have joined us today that please do screen a child. If you feel like any child is having difficulty in the classroom, please do screen that child, because with the help of screening we'll get to know where do we have to work with that child. And please don't focus just on academics, we are talking about the holistic development of the child here. Even if a child is not participating in group activities, please do screen that child also. Academics should not be the only area where we kind of uh, say that okay, the child is doing very well in the classroom. We are talking about the holistic development. So I request all the teachers who have joined us here that after doing our course in phase 1, please do start screening the children in your classroom if you feel that they might be having any type of difficulty. So once you have screened the child, then we move into phase 3. Phase 3 is all about intervention. So if we talk about phase 1, we got sensitized. We got to know that okay, if a child is having this type of difficulty, how to identify that child. We upgraded our skills as teachers. In phase 2, we use that skill and we kind of screened the children in our classroom to help the child to understand the child, so that if a child is having any difficulty, how really we can identify, we can point out okay, this domain is affected for that child. And in phase 3, we provide you with intervention plans. So if we talk about phase 3 here, teachers, phase 3 is all about intervention. Once the screening of a child is done and we get to know that the child is having this difficulty, जैसे ही आप बच्चे की स्क्रीनिंग कर लेंगे and we'll get to know that बच्चे को इस एरिया में डिफिकल्टी है, तो phase 3 में we provide you with a tailorized intervention plan. And these intervention plans are tailored and made in such a way so that जो भी बच्चे की difficulty है उसी को mind में रख के हम ये intervention plan आपको provide करते हैं. So अगर हम यहाँ intervention plan की बात करें, as you can see in front of you, there is a concern given that obviously whatever the concern is the child facing, whatever the difficulty is the child facing, that comes in form of concern, goal, it is very important that if a child is having a concern, we should set up a goal also, that it this should be achieved. Accommodation is provided to you in the classroom. Accommodation basically are the changes that we can do in the classroom. As project inclusion do not believe in classroom pull out, project inclusion strives to believe in making all the classrooms inclusive in nature. So we do not want you to pull out the child from the classroom. No pull out, please. You can teach the child with these changes, with these accommodations made in the classroom only. And even there are steps to teach. The steps to teach basically are the strategies that you can follow in the classroom to make this plan more and more fruitful in nature. And believe me, teachers, the intervention plans, they work with consistency, but yes, they work. These intervention plans are designed by our experts, so that we and tailored in such a way so that we can help a child if a child is having any type of difficulty. So please do follow these intervention plans thoroughly, and these intervention plans have been provided to you, and they can also act as a helping hand for you. You just have to follow the strategies, and you have to make some changes in the classroom for that child if a child is having any type of difficulty. And if you feel like yes, after following the intervention plan there is fruitful results from that child, there are positive outcomes from that child, so then you can also mark the levels. If you can see, there is a statement given, and level 1, level 2, and level 3 is given. You can also mark the level for the child here if you feel like the child is now was having this difficulty but now is showing fruitful results in this difficulty. So even project inclusion app is also providing different courses also for all the teachers. Once you have completed this course and you have completed all the phases, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, you'll be able to get the access of these courses, and you please feel free to go through these courses also, so that you can upgrade and upskill yourself as a teacher. And even I would also like to inform that we are also providing certificate of competence in inclusive teaching practices to all the teachers who are promoting inclusion with us and who are supporting us to make all the classroom inclusive in nature. And to get this inclusive teaching practices certificate, firstly you'll have to do the course, and after doing the course you go to phase 2, which is screening of the child. Please do screen that child. Firstly, please do observe the students carefully, and do screen the child using the project inclusion app. And after you kind of identify the concerns of the child through screening, please do implement our intervention plan for that child. In that intervention plan, classroom accommodations is provided to you. You can use different strategies also, because in that intervention plan strategies are also provided to you. And as you're working with the child, please do record the child progress. Please do record the child's progress, and you can keep the classroom photos, videos, student work samples. You do not have to upload it or share it with us. You can share it with us obviously if you feel like there is a tremendous growth in the child through our supporting numbers, which I'll be providing to you at the end. But keep it with you, and you can also mark the level of the child. As I have mentioned it earlier also, I'll kind of mention it again. As you can see here that there are 3 levels here, you can mark the level of the child also, that okay, now the child is in level 2nd. Firstly the child was in level 1, you can mark again the level of the child. And you can record the child's progress. And After recording the child's progress and marking the level of the child, please do appear for our final assessment. The assessment will be based on the practical implications of teaching strategies. And once you have scored 60% or above in the assessment, we will be providing you with an inclusive teaching practices certificate. And the certificate is also recognized by Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. So this is the sample of our certificate of competence in inclusive teaching practices. So I would request all the teachers who have joined here that it is very important that we understand that as teachers, as teaching children in the classroom who have diverse minds, diverse learning needs, we understand that why inclusion is important. And I hope that all the teachers who have joined us here would do all the three phases of our project inclusion very thoroughly, and they will understand that why actually inclusion is important. And through this course, and while screening a child and also providing intervention to the child, will be able to help a child in the classroom. So even there is a, I would like to now show you a walkthrough video of our entire project inclusion journey, and how actually the project inclusion journey will look. So please watch this video. So as you can see that you can choose your language, preferable language, then you can obviously choose your role, that is a teacher. You can log in and sign up by giving your phone number, and you'll get an OTP and on WhatsApp. And after getting an OTP, you have to kind of do that OTP verification, and you have to select the state from which you belong. For here it's Meghalaya. As you can see that here are different schools given: Army Public School, KV, private school, and SEMAM, the State Education Mission Authority of Meghalaya. As all the teachers who have joined us are from Meghalaya, so please do select this. And after selecting this, you have to continue. Every teacher who is in SEMAM, registered in SEMAM, has a teacher ID, which is also a unique teacher ID code, which has been provided to you by the State Education Mission Authority of Meghalaya. You have to put that ID here. And then you can see the teacher's information would be automatically uploaded here, and you can please confirm your details. Please, before confirming, do check the details that you will be showing in the app, and then you can continue with doing our course. Once you registered yourself, you will come in our phase 1, which is all about sensitization and doing our 17 module course. This is actually how your phase 1 journey will look.
Inclusive education, introduction.
So once you have completed our course, you will get a module completion certificate for all the modules, and even after giving the assessment, you will get the assessment certificate also. And once you have done our phase 1, you will go into phase 2, which is all about the screening. As I have already mentioned that you have to start by filling the student details. You will fill in the student details, and then the screening process will start. This is the profiler form that you will fill for the child. Only statements are there, and you have to answer in yes and no. So please do observe the child thoroughly before doing the screening. These are the advanced screening questions. And after the completion of phase 2, you will come into phase 3, which is intervention. And in the intervention, you will be able to get the intervention plan for the child. And in that intervention plan, would there you will get accommodation strategies for that child, which you can use, and you can help the child to participate in the classroom. So, if we talk about the complete journey with project inclusion, firstly, you'll do a course which is a sensitization and awareness course for all the teachers, even to upgrade and upskill their skills as a teacher. And we then you will be moving into screening, so that we'll be able to identify that if a child is having any difficulty, how we can identify the type of difficulty which the child is having. And once you identify the difficulty of the child, you will move into advanced screening, through which we'll be able to understand the domain area, the affected domain area of the child, where we need to work. And after you have screened the child, you will be provided with the intervention plan, which will be working on the targeted area of the child. If the child is having any difficulty, where the intervention plan will be focusing on that area only. And once you have wor- worked with the child with our intervention plan, you will see positive outcomes. Please do record those positive outcomes. It can be in the form of photographs, classroom photographs, or student work samples. And you can even showcase your efforts to us in the form of a success story. You can share that success story with us. You can be a torch bearer for all the other teachers also, who can you all can lead and inspire other teachers. Please do show your success stories or to us. You can share your success journey with the child with us. And this will be the entire journey that you will be having with us with the project inclusion. So, and if we talk about the transformation, where vision meets the transformation, we have oriented 4 lakh plus teachers through our program. There are 2.88 lakh plus teachers who have registered on our project inclusion app. And there are 1.23 lakh plus teachers who have completed our course. And 1.4 lakh number of students have been screened in phase 2, and 10 lakh plus intervention plans have been shared, and 2.66 lakh plus number of intervention plans have been executed in phase 3. So this all happened because of the help of the teachers only. And as you can see, where vision meets transformation, it happened because teachers are one of the most important stakeholders in the child's development. So I request all the teachers that have joined us here that please do understand that why inclusion is important, why this course is important, and how beneficial it is for the child. We can screen the child. We even provide intervention plan for the child. It can be a helping hand for the teacher only. So I request all the teachers to please do our course and do be a part of this ecosystem which we are creating. So these are our contact details. You can connect with us through WhatsApp and even through mail. My team will be providing you with the details. You can connect with us via WhatsApp and even mail. If you feel like there is any query that you want to discuss with us, and there is any difficulty that you are facing, you can connect with us, and we'll be there to provide you with support, guidance, and assistance. So this is the QR code of our Project Inclusion app. I'd request all the teachers to please scan and download the Project Inclusion app. For the iOS and desktop users, you can join through the web link. My team will be providing you with the web link also. And even we are also having our doubt clearing sessions. All the teachers, please feel free to join us on our doubt clearing sessions Monday to Friday 4 p.m. If you do not understand any concept, you need concept clarity, you need expert support, you do not understand the intervention plan, or you are having any difficulty in the Project Inclusion app or in the entire journey of the Project Inclusion, please do contact us. In our doubt clearing session from Monday to Friday 4 p.m., experts they join us and they'll be able to provide you with possible solutions for all the queries that you will be having. Monday to Friday 4 p.m. So I would like to thank all the teachers who have joined today, and I hope that teachers that you'll understand that why inclusion is important, why inclusion is one of the most important need of an hour in this world, and I think in this country also right now. And if, as you see in the statistics, that the rehab professionals, the number is very very less. So how can we solve this problem? We can solve this problem by upgrading and upskilling ourselves as a teacher. So I hope that you will kind of be a part of this ecosystem that we have made, which focuses on promoting inclusion in every classroom in our country. Because I feel like as teachers, it is important that we understand that every child should be having the right to understand, to learn, to thrive in our country. So I hope more and more teachers will register themselves in our Project Inclusion app, and they will complete all the three phases. And next time when we'll meet in West Jaintia Hills, Meghalaya, we'll get a very good response from the teachers. So thank you so much. If you have any queries, you can ask.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, yes, sir.
Ma'am, I would just like to know whether this online project inclusion online course is a free of cost or it has to be paid.
Ma'am, sir, it is free of cost. Accessibility till the last mile, sir. Free of cost course.
Thank you.
Yes, it is a free of cost. Thank you so much, sir, for coming up with this. It is a free of cost course, and you just need internet connection, mobile phone, laptop, whatever is accessible, and you can do this entire project. If the teachers are having any other question, they can also ask. Thank you so much, teachers, for praising me with such beautiful words. But I would request all the teachers that please do complete our course and do start screening children in your classroom. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Rubina ma'am, for this wonderful session. And thank you, everyone. Thank you, all the teachers, head teachers, CRCCs, VRPs, block officials, district officials for joining us today. Thank you so much. Special thanks to our respected Lucky K. Singh sir, IE coordinator, West Jaintia Hills. On behalf of Sri Aurobindo Society, I am Datta. Thank all of you. Uh, to be the part of this journey, and requesting all of you to kindly download our Project Inclusion app from Play Store and do register yourself. And after that, start the course. And if you face any issue during this journey, as Ma'am Rubina already mentioned, you can join our doubt clearance session, which is we used to conduct it uh, Monday to Friday at 4 p.m. So you can join there also. We have WhatsApp contact details also, and email ID which ma'am shared. So don't feel any hesitation. If you face any kind of issue, any technical issues regarding our project inclusion app while doing course, if you have any issues regarding the concept clearance, so you can directly contact with us, or you can connect in our doubt clearance session. Our specialized team is there, they will help you out. So thank you so much once again. And once again, I would like to request Lucky Casing sir, thank you so much. If sir, if you wish to add something, or if you wish to say something, then I can say it now, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am Rubina, for your wonderful and meaningful presentation, ma'am. Also, I, on behalf of our team, the DSEO, the BMCs, the BRP, the CRPs, teachers of all the West Jaintia Health District, would like to thank especially Mr. Rohit sir and his team, and also all the Aurobindo Society team for initiating and bringing this program to our district. Um, for the teachers, we all are lucky enough that the Aurobindo Society had brought such kind of free online program to our state. And once you complete this modules, what Madam Rubina has presented today, you'll be able to enhance your knowledge. You'll improve your teaching skill also. And then, uh, as I've already on this module, I'm about to complete. So these modules are well tailor made. The videos, the contents in this module are in a very simple English, and I feel no one will have any difficulties to understand it. So also teachers, the problem and the queries you have in your mind in dealing with the special kind of children in your classroom situation, I believe once you complete this module, all your queries, all your problem will be solved, and you will have this solution in this module itself. I believe that. So once again, uh, I thank to all the members present in this online program, the Aurobindo Society team, and then also I thank for sparing all your valuable time and making this program a successful one. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you so much, sir, for empowering us with such beautiful words. And I hope that all the teachers will complete our course, as sir has also mentioned that it is in a very easy English, and sir is also completing our course. So I hope that we'll get a very good response from the teachers who have joined us here today. And thank you so much, sir, for these valuable words, and it means a lot to us. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.